What's up guys, this is Thekephas and welcome to the first episode of How I Would Develop, where I take part of the game, tell you how I would develop it, and then challenge the developers to do it better. For this episode, we're going to talk about battle pets in World of Warcraft. Now if you didn't know, I am a huge fan of battle pets in WoW, as I am the former co-host to a podcast that was known as Battle Pets with Alludra and Thekephas, now called Battle Pets with Alludra and Ben. Seriously, if you like battle pets and you like podcasts, you should go check out their podcast at battlepet.net, link in the description below. So as a whole, I think that WoW's version of Pokemon is quite fun, and by no means think it's a poor system. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't have its flaws and could use some improvements. Now granted, battle pets is not the main reason why people log into WoW, and certainly there are a lot of players that don't participate in it, but there are a lot of players that do. So while pet battles might not be Blizzard's #1 priority, that does not mean that the system shouldn't be given the same polish as everything else in the game. Now I realize that there are some devs and maybe some other people that would say, but Thekephas, Blizzard can't put any more time into the pet battle system, because that would certainly cost us an entire raid tier. You make a fine argument, but considering in Warlords of Draenor we got less content and fewer raid tiers than ever, allow me to give my rebuttal.
Go puck yourself.
In Mists of Pandaria, the pet battle system was new and fresh and exciting, and there was lots to do. And the cool thing is, as the expansion went on, Blizzard kept adding new things to do in the system. You know, like the Spirit Beast and the Celestial Tournament and things like that, which were challenging at the time and interesting for quite a while. Warlords also brought new content to pet battles, new pets, new tamers, and a pet menagerie, which allowed you to earn charms that you could spend on stones that would make it easier to level up and boost your pets to rare quality, which was a welcome change because before that it was a lot more difficult to do any of that. Unfortunately, the trade-off was turning the entire system into a boring chore of mindless grinding to get your pets to level 25 and get as many of them as possible to rare quality. There weren't any real new events added for pet battles in this expansion. Nothing like the Celestial Tournament, nothing that really felt epic, no real challenge from any of the tamers. It was a pretty easy system and there really wasn't any excitement around it. And that's when these flaws in the system really began to show themselves. And to make matters worse, Blizzard just announced that for Legion, they're testing out a new pet battle stone that will increase your pets to epic quality, effectively starting the grind all over again from the ground up, causing you to now grind once again for new stones to get your pets to epic quality. And all of this is what's led me to create this video, because I believe that battle pets can be quite a fun side activity for those of us who like to spend our time in Azeroth. Unfortunately, with the way Blizzard is taking the system, it seems like it's becoming more of a mindless grind based more around pet quality than the pets themselves. So if I was in charge of battle pets, this is what I would do. First, let's take a look at pet quality. Currently, you can have 4 different types of pets in the game: poor, common, uncommon, and rare. But really, in the player's mind, there are only 2 types of pets in the game: rare and not rare. Because if a pet's not rare, it doesn't matter. If it's not rare, you're not going to use it in pet battles. You're going to use your rare pets. And the other pets you're going to upgrade. That's all it is. The only reason why there are qualities in the game is so that Blizzard can have the system designed around you grinding mindlessly for stones to upgrade them. That's it. That's all it's for. And so that they can add a new system with a new stone so that you can repeat that process all over again. So it's like adding content without actually adding content, you see. So I'm going to nix pet qualities from the game entirely, because 1, it's lame, 2, it insults our intelligence, and 3, most importantly, because I think we can do better. And here's how. From now on, all pets share the same quality. One albino moth is as good as another albino moth. This way, when you're out catching pets, you're more interested in the pets that you're actually catching than you are about what color their frame is. But in order to give players a reason to go out into the wild and continue catching pets, even after they might have caught them all already, there is a chance that wild pets might be elite. Elite pets will have the iconic golden dragon over their nameplates, and they will have their own unique color palette and effect. But they won't have any stat increases. They'll technically be the same as other pets in battle, but they'll look different. This is akin to the shiny Pokemon or the golden cards in Hearthstone. both tried and true systems. And for players who want that unique look for their favorite pets, they'll feel compelled to go out into the world and find them, without feeling like they're forced to. The whole goal of this system is to make your pets feel special and unique. And that's what leads me to my next big change. And this one might upset some people, but please hear me out. There are currently over 700 pets in this game. Most of them can be found in the flying, beast, and critter families. The reason why this is because there are quite a few duplicates. The bottom line is, I don't need to have 9 snakes, 5 frogs, 7 rats, 10 moths, 4 grasshoppers that are all the same. Many of them are different in name only. They even share the same movesets, and a lot of them will even share the same color palettes. Come on, Blizz. Having multiple versions of the same pet takes away from its uniqueness. You could have a system where a squirrel is just as unique as a corgi and means just as much when there's only one squirrel and it has its own moveset. Which is why I feel there needs to be a pet squish. From now on, a rat is a rat, a moth is a moth, and a snake is a snake. But in the examples of like the Pandaren spirits, they'll still be unique because they are unique and they have different movesets. Now a lot of these pets do have different skins. Like the cats, for example. You've got Siamese cats, white cats, black cats, tabbies, all kinds. Those aren't going anywhere. From now on, as you unlock different skins for your pets, you can go into your pet journal and select which skin you want them to have. So if you want your cat to be Siamese, you can select that in a drop-down menu in your pet journal. And if you're wondering, yes, you can still have 3 versions of each type of pet. That way, if you want an all-kitty team, you still can. This is also where costume management is going to take place for all the new costumes we're going to add for the different types of pets, like we have for the Perky Pug, which by the way will be much easier now that we've consolidated the pets. So we've cleaned house and done some revamping. What do we have to look forward to next? The story goes like this. Ever since the Celestial Tournament, Battle Pets has become a huge worldwide sensation and has become known as Azeroth's favorite pastime. Battle pet enthusiasts from all across the world have come together to form the Pet Battlers Guild, and they've created a new league known as the Battle Pet Championship. They have found a new home in what was once known as the Argent Tournament grounds, now repurposed to host their Battle Pet Championships. They have welcomed all aspiring pet battlers to come and participate to find out who is the Battle Pet Champion. Essentially, this is going to work a little bit like the Brawlers Guild, but with battle pets. As you win matches, you'll rank up, and you'll gain more access to different parts of the tournament grounds. This will allow you to interact with more vendors and take on new challengers who will be increasingly more difficult as time goes on, but they'll also yield better rewards. And some of these challengers might even be people that you've met before, maybe even some important lore characters. And there's a good chance that you're going to take on some tamers that you took on in the past, but they've come a long way since then, and they hold a grudge against you. But as you win matches, along with ranking up, you'll also gain fame, which is basically the reputation for battle pets. And as you rep up, you'll unlock more things that you can buy from the quartermasters that you've met along the way. This will range from things like pets, mounts, tabard, toys, some transmog, costumes for your pets, all kinds of things related to cosmetics and pet battles. Nothing that's going to advance your character in the main part of the game, but something fun and things that you might want to unlock. And to give you incentive to keep participating long after you've unlocked everything, there will be a fighter's purse for matches. If you win, you get some gold. It won't be so much gold that you feel like you have to do it, but it'll be enough that it's worth it if you want to do it. But long before you get there, you will have most likely reached the top rank in the league, allowing you to take on the current Battle Pets champion. If you can beat them, then you will earn the Battle Pets champion title, as well as the title belt, which is a toy that you can display whenever you want and let everyone know that
The champ is here!
And that, my friends, is how I would develop Battle Pets. So, Blizzard Entertainment, can you top that? I dare you. And for all you dear listeners, did you like these ideas? Did you hate them? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is Thekephas. Until next time.